Hello, hello, hello. I tested out a thing in the Discord and it didn't go the way I wanted it to.
Oh.
I also just realized I never posted to Instagram today.
I mean,
So
I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
do
people
that
would have
now.
figured out that by now it's Mondays.
Shh. So look, with the amount of times you've forgotten it's Monday on a Monday, you really think you can judge
No, I
the
mean,
viewers?
I guess I don't check Instagram daily, so
Exactly.
You're eating a chocolate carrot.
it's my vegetable of the day.
The best kind.
It is the most solid vegetable I have ever heard of. At least
It's
to
actually really
me.
good.
Also, hello, chat. I will say hi to each of you as soon as I do my post on Instagram. In case you cannot tell by my voice, I worked a convention this weekend, so we have very low energy Sam today. We have a family gym membership that we got at a really good discount through Chris's work. So I got to meet with a trainer because we can do that once every 4 to 6 weeks. And yeah, she had me try to fix things and or not fix things. She had me try things out so that we could make a program for me. So on top of working a very physically rigorous job for 4 days, I then also went in and oh my god, I can feel that I carry my stress in my shoulders because all of the shoulder exercises killed me far more than everything else I've done.
Mm.
My shoulders are pain. How is everyone's weekend? Fox, don't fight about my description. Just go fix it. Just take pity upon me and go fix whatever I fucked up. I don't even know.
I
I did it in the car. You know this. Sorry, go ahead.
haven't been feeling well for a little while, as Sam knows. So yesterday my dad came up to visit me at college. We went grocery shopping and we went for lunch and then went grocery shopping. And then watched the Willow TV show,
Hot.
which Sam
Very
said I'm not
nice.
allowed to say anything about.
She's not.
I've heard it is a show.
It is in fact a show that
Woohoo!
is based on a movie. My dad, I was like, I don't remember much from the original movie, even though I feel like I watched it a lot as a kid.
Mm.
But
Mhm.
I think
My
I watched
children.
the first half of it a lot as a kid.
Fox said, I will never, I have never given you pity. I will not start now. We will fight later. No, fight now, bitch. You already started it. Let's go. My children also didn't want anything from it. You can ask CB, she and Laura. We've been sitting here for a while. My children wanted absolutely nothing until the stream started.
It's true. My weekend was fabulous. I was in Florida. On Friday, I did Disney World with a sister. So we did 26,000 steps in a day. It was awesome. And then Saturday was my brother's wedding. So
Ooh.
we had that. And then Sunday, I flew back. So, yeah. It was great.
I got yelled at for my spelling just now.
Oh, no.
Sam did a convention, as she mentioned. Let's see, what else can I say about Sam's weekend?
Let me tell you. CB, like, okay, so I'm working the convention, and CB's like, I'm gonna start watching Trigun Stampede, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to see that, but like, I really because I really loved the '98 one, and so CB decided, as she should, to go watch the original first for comparison's sake, if nothing else, and she was like really loving it. I'm like, right before I go to bed on Thursday night, which was my booth setup day. She starts sending me some live reacts on Snapchat, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then, like, I pass the fuck out. And then, so randomly throughout the weekend, I would sit there and and she's sending me, like, she's so happy. She's real into it. I'm like, oh, you get to see one of my top 10 favorite anime characters of all time, Nicholas D. Wolfwood, my man. And she's like, yeah, she's so excited. She's loving them. And then I just get a Snapchat that starts out and it's just like, with like tears going down her face with this red expression. And I'm like, oh my God, died. And she took her like a full Snapchat thing before she said anything. Just very upset with Trigun.
I have the discs. I love this show so much.
So yeah, I watched. I finished Trigun Stampede today. I did this all in less than 48 hours. I watched.
Did. It was funny because I told my coworker that you would start. I told my coworker you had started watching Trigun, and then later that night, I was like, or the next morning, I'm like, she got to the part where Nicholas died, and he goes, "When did she start it?" And I was like, "Yesterday." And he's like, "That's some serious binging." And I'm like, "Yeah."
I've been really. I've not felt well. Like I've been sad. I've been in pain. So I was like, all I can do is nothing. So I decided to watch anime. And I started watching because one of the cosplayers I follow on TikTok got the haircut that Vash has in Stampede and started cosplaying it. And I'm like, this seems interesting. But that was like a few weeks ago. And then more like anime accounts I follow started talking about Stampede and stuff like that. So I was like, fuck it. You know what? I'll watch it. And so I started, with the old one. And I really liked it. But after the event, I Googled it. I was like,
she needed to know.
I was like, did he just die? And then Google.
He's like, no, it's got to be like Genkai. He's got to come back. And I'm just like,
but then Google was like, yeah, he dies from an overdose. And I was like, he was just shot.
Does that mean not die from an overdose? No, I don't know what Google was thinking. Yeah, unless that's how he dies in the manga, because I know that.
Yeah, I think that's how he dies in the manga.
Oh, well, this is just more reason the '98 anime is amazing.
But it was like an overdose from his like drug thing. That's not a plot line in '98. His magical drug thing.
Oh wait, wait, Tina hasn't seen it yet, so we must.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm
sorry, Tina.
I'll do spoilers less. Spoiler less.
Had almost 20 years, Tina. It's okay though. We'll respect it now that we know.
Over 20 years. 25
98?
years. 25 years.
No?
25.
25 years. It's 2003.
No, it's 2023.
2023.
23 plus 2.
5 years before I existed.
23 plus 2 is 25.
Oh, wait. Hold on. No. 2023 minus 1998. I put 2008. Okay, yes, 25. My brain wanted to be right so hard, I put the wrong decade. So that I would be right.
I was born as
but you're right.
The current year, so. Okay, spoilerless more. Okay, and so I was like, no. And so I looked up, I started doing so much research about this show, like trying to find out things. And I was like, should I finish the show? Because I almost just bailed. I was like,
she had an entire conversation with me while I was asleep. It was great to witness.
I was like, should I? I don't know if it's worth it anymore, but I really wanted to watch 2023's version. So I kept watching and I finished it, and then I watched the movie, and then my dad showed up. Actually, my dad showed up before I started watching the movie, and then he wanted to take a nap, so I started watching the movie, but I had to stop like halfway through the movie, and I finished the movie and watched the entirety of Stampede once he left. So yeah.
We're hello, pop. Oh, okay. We're gonna catch up on chat very quickly. I'm gonna try.
Sir, that's my pizza plate. Nope.
So that we can do our introductions before the 15 minutes. Hello. Hi. Hello. Lovely to see you as well. I will say from experience, con crud as a con goer versus con crud as a booth worker, not the same flavor.
Yeah.
Which one's worse?
No, like chocolate. Which one's worse? For me, the dealer one, because like regular con crud comes from very little sleep and much having fun, which doesn't actually make me feel bad at all. That's just that was my norm. As a dealer, I am putting up grid walls, lifting 30 to 40 pound boxes and tubs that are like 3/4 my size. that puts me through a lot more of a workout. So I visited my fam, finished a painting that took me nearly a year, and cleaned my floor. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot, and I am also hurting. We feel you. Hello, I'm hoping to get a writing done tonight. I hope we can help you with that.
Yeah.
I've been slacking, though today I've been getting 100 words at a time, so that's at least, yes, 100 words is more than you had. I've been fighting headaches for the last, 4 or 5 days. As migrainers, we understand.
Sucks.
Did you know that's an actual, that's what they call people who have chronic migraines? We're migrainers. That's a thing.
I don't like that.
Well, it's like migrainers or migraine sufferers, and I will tell you, depending on how I feel that day, sufferer I use more often.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, don't make this sound like I chose to be here.
Yeah, we're migrainers. You can't be a part of our club.
We're the elite.
You didn't watch the extended edition of the migraine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we pre-ordered it. Had my sister over for the weekend, got a second lettuce harvest from greenhouse, and started harvesting broccoli. Awesome. I didn't see your name at first, RP, and because I was at an anime convention, I dead ass thought you were talking about a season of anime. And then I was like, wait a second. I saw the word greenhouse, and is the broccoli as tasty?
When you said had my sister over for the weekend, I interpreted, or my brain heard, had my sister over the weekend, gave birth, and I'm like,
we apologize, RP.
I am my own grandpa.
Heck yeah, forward movement sucks about the headaches, yes. Got paid today. RP's over here having the best day ever, and our brains are just like, no. Oh yeah, RP, your gardening's inspirational. It is. That has basically been the way I feel. I at least got some words down that I can edit later. They're not great words, but they're not horrible words either. Yes, we are very much proponents of any progress is better than no progress. You can fix it in revision. The writer's version of fix it in post.
Coming for my job.
Hey, thanks, Tina. God damn it, Sam CB. Yeah, we're sorry. It's on the list. Just know, Nicholas D. Wolfwood is one of my top 10 favorite anime characters of all time. Easily up there.
His weapon of choice is amazing.
I like Vash more.
Oh, I love Vash too. Let's not get it twisted, okay? Okay, I love Vash, but I love Nicholas for very specific reasons that I can't say because
it's one of the few shows that put the English on. I don't care. It's great.
Bruh, Johnny Young Bosch, and I can't remember Wolfwood's voice actor, but they do a phenomenal job.
Todoroki did
I know. I still don't know how I'm gonna feel about that.
He has an accent. It's like I was like, he sounds really familiar, and then he sighed, and I was like,
you know, when there's someone you don't like who has an obsession with something and you avoid it. That was Trigun for me. Well, now people you do like have obsessions with Trigun. So 3 of us.
If you want the ultimate experience, have a box of donuts with you when you watch it.
Yes. I don't want to give it a chance. I do want to give it a chance now that I am not a petty teen. Also fair. Well, thankfully, RP was good with our brain.
Birth to their sister.
As someone who did take video editing back in the day, we still use tape that far back, though there was some digital. I feel that fix it in post. That was thrown around a lot at the anime convention this weekend for some reason. It was like, oh, we'll just fix it in post. And I was like, okay. Yes.
Laura, are you an editor? Or
I like special effects for movies.
Wait, and you did Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I was about to say Stevie Connect it because we
I've had the really holy shit, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Really holy shit, that's awesome.
Right now I'm lighting a snake for a movie. So apparently they didn't want the actors to die.
That's what the Jurassic Park animatronic. That's the word for it.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
R4. Like I said, we're my brain just died. We're post convention. This is post convention brain.
Oh, okay.
That
I
we
got
will
it.
do our intros after this one anecdote. So one thing that I love and hate about working conventions sometimes is when I start to get in a flow with the discounts, so my brain actually stops doing the math, because I'm like 20% off, 50 goes to 40, 20 goes to 16, and I just know them by heart. And then somebody brings me one that's like $23 and my brain goes, "Bitch, we have not done math in an hour. What?" Why do you want me to do 23 or 20% off 23? And I'm like, it's 23 minus 4. And my brain's like,
4.6.
we don't know her. We don't know her. We round. So whether I round up or down sometimes is dependent on how many ones I would have to give you in change. So all right, CB, introduce thyself.
Hi there. I'm CB Ferrenz, fantasy author and screenwriting major. I'm working on a career adventure novel that is complete with dragons. My channel is my channel. I was doing well-ish. My channel is on hiatus due to delightful migraines. Oh, delightful diagnosis of migraines. But I can be frequently found here. If you want to be aware of when I rise from the grave, you can follow me down below. Thanks. I don't think. Yeah. Thanks.
When you rise from the grave, don't hit your head in the chandelier.
I will try. I'm gonna do like a Dean Winchester. Like, I don't know. Lazarus rising.
Eat those nuggets.
Thank you. I'm going
What did
to.
my
I'm really
foot just
hungry.
Are they dino shaped?
No, they're not.
The side of the desktop computer came off again apparently, and there was an opening just wide enough that I went to put my foot through it thinking I was putting my foot beside it, and my toe lightly touched the fan, and I was like, the fuck was that? I mean, it's a computer fan, so it didn't hurt or anything, but I was just like, there is not supposed to be anything down there that can do that.
You're gonna lose some toes.
Coming for you.
All right, I am Laura Nettles. I mostly write horror. I have a horror collection somewhere over the rainbow. Where are you? There you are.
Where the skies are blue.
Voila! It's called Tiny Shippers. There's cosmic horror, gothic horror, psychological horror, holiday food horror. So, yeah, all that fun stuff. For Nano, I am currently redrafting my vampire romance for my pen name. So, yeah, I am on chapter 3 of the rewrite. Chapter 2 was traumatic to write. Oh my gosh, my poor characters. Oh, yeah.
It must happen.
Traumatic for you or them or both?
Both. Like, I don't want to describe this. If you want the TLDR, parents are going at it. Son is brought in. They don't stop. And he has to stand there and have a conversation as things go down.
It took me so long to figure out what you meant by going at it. I think you meant like fighting. And I was like,
No.
oh yeah, that is an oh wait.
It's like, oh, why am I writing this? My poor boy! He's so traumatized!
Yeah. I can see how that would be an issue.
Yeah! So that's written. Now I'm back to the other POV. But we're about to go clubbing.
Hey!
So, yay!
Did you just realize I'm home? She's like, do. Mother?
You have returned?
And hi, I'm Writing Mom Samantha Elnasset. This is my channel where I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer-parent things. Yeah, she definitely just realized I'm home. On Mondays, I do writings. On Mondays, I host live streams where sometimes we do writing sprints, sometimes we party like last week, and sometimes we have events like our Flash Fiction Free for All, which we did 2 weeks ago. This is the patron saint of the streams, Artemis, who is mildly obsessed with me most days. If you would like to read samples of my writing, you can go to my website, SamanthaLNassett.com, where I have a spooky flash fiction and a villainous murder story, both posted completely free to read. If you enjoy hanging out here with us and chatting and stuff, you can get more of that by signing up to my Ko-fi membership down below. Do the $1 tier, and you get to come in my server where we will have a monthly critique group. Tina likes to post Tina's writing questions of the day, and those conversations have been a blast to have every day. And we can, talk writing, reading, and stuff. I'm trying to build a community of writers who, get to hang out and have fun and support each other. We also I try to at least once or twice a week host work and chills where, we just hang out and work. Very similar to this, just not on stream.
Give Sam money.
Yes.
I feel like
and if you would like,
we have to pause so I can say it earlier because it's like I feel like it's a lost opportunity later.
Okay. I'll work on the new give Sam money format.
Thank you.
After Ko-fi.
Yes.
Dramatic
if you would
pause.
if you would like to keep up to date with all things Sam, you can sign up to my newsletter while you're at my website. Again, SamanthaLNassett.com. And if you like the stream, you can subscribe, ring-a-ding the bell, and you'll always know when I'm going live, because sometimes, like on convention weekends, I post the live stream much later than usual. So it's always good to have the bell on. All right, we'll catch up on chat again very quickly. Yes, I know. You missed me. I love you too. Come here. There you go.
This whiny boy.
Roy's our
I
boy.
don't even know where. Oh, she's over there. She doesn't love me.
Starts taking down Trigon washing notes.
Donuts, tissues.
Hey, a little late, so I'm speed watching the beginning, just saying hey. Hi, Isabella. Depending on the snake, I like some snakes. Same.
This one has a rattle on its tail.
Might even be a rattlesnake.
Oh, I always pull out the calculator. I don't trust my own math, especially at cons. I've been doing this for so many years, and I actually, when we get busy to a certain point, I will be doing a credit transaction on my phone, a cash transaction, and bagging somebody. I can do 3 sales at once. Thankfully, people think it's funny when I tell them, sorry, I have an art degree. Hey, JC, welcome.
Love you, JC.
Yes. I'm looking forward for your vampire romance story.
It's not all trauma. There is romance.
And yet, Laura, you did such an amazing job at describing it.
She read my first 2 chapters today.
Oh. JC says it with much confidence and experience.
My mind wasn't in the gutter. I was fighting.
It needed to be in the gutter. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
I was about to say, that's the exact problem. She was above the gutter this time.
This
I
time.
choked on my water laughing. Laura, that is cruel. Val, thank you. It's been fun to come up with questions. Yes. Love you too, Laura. I'm going to get us set up. For those who are just coming in, we have low energy Sam today because I worked convention this weekend. So this is what I sound like, because all weekend I was yelling, all manga 20% off, art books 10% off, and then spying on people's conversation. And when they went, oh, Berserk, I'd be like, that's 20% off, special edition.
Nice.
I know so many things about things I've never read. Huh?
I just ate so many chicken nuggets.
I still have half a pizza left to eat.
I think I just ate like over 20 chicken nuggets.
Don't worry. We're doing a 30
It's fine. They
minute
weren't chicken
sprint.
strips.
Yes, that's the big difference. one of my favorite people to work with was also at the convention, and she totally spoiled us food wise.
Hey.
She took us to like this very nice Korean place and a crab boil and shabu shabu, which I think is both the name of the restaurant and the style of food. It like had hot pot and grill. We just did the grill though, but it was like all you could eat. So it was a
Beats
good
the
time.
food trucks.
Yes. Well, like normally when I run conventions, we eat on a budget because my boss pays for food. So we try to stay within. I think it's like $10 a person for breakfast and lunch, and then like $15 a person for dinner. But whenever she comes to the conventions, she's just like, I'm paying and we're eating wherever we want. And I'm like, all right. So, next question. What is everybody working on tonight? And we'll get started in a couple minutes.
I'm working on homework, but it's fun homework. It's for my writing for TV class. We're writing an episode of pre-existing TV show. That like half the class is writing for it like 30-minute, and the other half the class is writing we got to choose. Writing for an hour long, and the options were White Lotus or Avatar: The Last Airbender. Guess which one I'm writing for?
White Lotus, obviously.
White Lotus.
Yeah. No, I'm writing an Avatar: The Last Airbender episode.
It's even
like
funny
season
because
one, which I'm kind of sad about.
See, those two options are even funnier because Uncle Iroh was part of the White Lotus, wasn't he?
Yeah. I keep giggling to myself a little. I'm like, I like have him playing like Pie Show at one point, and I'm like, and he picks up the Lotus style. And the rest of the class has to write about the. It doesn't have to. We got to choose, but they chose to write about the dramatic TV show. Whatever.
She waves off.
I'm writing about Avatar: The Last Airbender.
One of my favorite assignments I had in college was they gave us a script and we had to storyboard it.
Mm-hmm.
And so our script was from Batman the Animated Series.
I proposed Batman the Animated Series because we got to like suggest different like TV shows. That's the one that's one of the ones I proposed because I was like, it's the story of Batman. Like roughly everyone already knows that. So it'd be easier.
But they don't have to like run in a continuous story arc through multiple episodes. That you can do a standalone.
Yeah. That's where like some people in the class are doing Avatar because it's the first time they've watched it, and they only watched like the first 5 episodes because we were supposed to do episode of 4 or 5, and then that led to like them not like them being like not knowing things that still like you need to know, but haven't
foreshadowing.
Yeah, like everything about Zuko or Aang, really anything before like. Really anything. Like very surface level stuff at the beginning, and then you have like the episode The Storm.
I had such an in-depth conversation with somebody at a convention once about why Zuko's redemption arc works.
Yes.
And I will say my number one reason why it works is because he's never treated as an antagonist. He's treated as a dual protagonist who just happens to be working against the other protagonist.
Our teacher didn't know that Zuko gets a redemption arc, and he said that like, yeah, the villain Zuko, and almost the entire class went no. Or,
Sir!
Excuse you? What? And we're like, you need to keep watching. But he's like totally in love with it now. But he can't say any characters' names right. He's like, Sokka, Zuka, Katara. It's just, I can't even. He changes it every time, and then he doesn't even try Aang. He just says the Avatar, and I'm like, he has a name. Do you know his name?
I just start saying which one.
Maybe
Roku,
he was Shamalized.
Aang.
Yeah, but it's. My episode is around Zuko and Sokka mostly, and so when he was like,
Town.
Zuka, Sokka, like he was so messing it up, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, because he like switches them, and it's like I don't know which one you're talking about, because the episode's like about both of them a lot.
You You can have a
Did-
pencil, just don't climb over
Did
the
Toph
desk.
ever
Okay.
get her world-changing adventure with Zuko episode? I can't remember.
No, but that's like
Kind of. She like gets to go on an adventure with Zuko, and she's all like, "I finally get my, life-changing adventure with you." And then she like tells him her life story, mostly off screen. So it's like nothing happens.
Ah!
She did, but she didn't.
but that's like season 3, and we have to write like early season 1.
Mm.
So we don't get anyone's like character development, other than I placed it right after Sokka's not sexist anymore episode because I didn't want to write a sexist Sokka. It's like
All right.
straight off Kyoshi Island, they fall into my plot, and I'm like, ma.
Well, we need to start our first sprint now. So
No!
Laura and I will just share what we're working on when we come back. I know, Laura, but we got to try to fit 3 of these in, and we're already a half hour in. This is bad even for us. We can continue the Avatar discussion afterward, I promise, especially since I forgot that I've started preparing writing questions and I have none. So, Avatar it is.
Ask anything about bloodbending or something.
All right, we'll be back. 3, 2, 1. And we're back.
Hi. I saw myself when I pulled up my the stream on my laptop, and from the side because I was facing forward, and I looked like a mushroom. So now I'm trying to do something with my hair.
Okay. I was reading about wolves because that's where I'm at now. But I got to a section where I'm not really taking notes. I'm just reading because I still need to know things. So yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm working on tonight is I'm hoping to finish my wolf research so I can finally move on to jaguar. And I think I'm getting there. I have now learned that in some parts, in one part of the world, wolves eat dogs more than livestock. And I was like, well, dude.
That's fun.
It's good.
Yeah,
Good
that's
to
better.
know.
Are they wild dogs or like feral? Like
I'm just like
Both. It creates much contention when they eat somebody's pet, but yeah, that is a thing that happens.
What do you think of the buns?
they're adorable.
Thank you.
Laura, what are you working on tonight? Your vampire romance?
Yes.
Or okay.
So I went through some of the comments from a reader that left on their document because I have no patience, so I sent out the first 2 chapters already. So I incorporated some of the notes and found my bullet point outline for chapter 3 and pasted it in where I'm writing chapter 3, so I have it right there, and I can delete the duplicate bullet points as I cover them.
Nice.
So
good.
That. Ate some more pizza.
Nice. Pizza nom noms.
I lured up my cat up here earlier for a little while. If people go on the replay, you can see the cat, but she left apparently. I don't. Oh, there she is. She's watching me. Hello.
My cat left me for a large part of the sprint and then came back. And since she's harassing me, I'm harassing her. And yeah, yes, my curtain thing fell down, and I'm not putting it back up right now because that's work. As you can see, the cats have slowly, like, you could probably check my streams over the years. They've slowly murdered that blind.
It's a gradual takeout.
Your tapestry is straight now.
How? I didn't touch it. The mysteries and wonders.
Magic.
I'm trying to see where we were. We're just going to start here. Tina is sorting out some notes. Maybe I'll update some character profiles while I'm there. Nice.
Did you just talk in the third person? Oh, did Tina say that in the third person, or did you say
I'm?
Okay. I didn't read. I was looking away. I just saw that.
Stacey is working on a fiction piece that has come out of a dream they've been having. They're pantsing it, so we'll see how it goes. Good luck. Chris said "ong" because he hates us all. Stacy said they think they're going to stay for one sprint because they're getting tired. Well, if you need rest, you need rest. You've made progress today. RP will attempt to do some writing for the first time in a while. Got to figure out what they want to work on, though. That's fair. Hello, Kelly. Isabella finally caught up and is ready for the Avatar convo. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Stacy's thinking of listening to some Depeche Mode. Will help me stay awake and write for a bit longer. That's fair. Hi, Amy. Hello. Aphrodite Lee says hello from, I think, CB's side.
Which is cool. There are 2 people watching. I'm like, wow.
It's okay. The only person you haven't heard, CB's working on, for her script writing class, I think, is writing an episode of Avatar Last Airbender early on in the season. We will continue that conversation in a bit. Yes, as CB just said here in this comment I didn't see
I was
before.
gonna see how what your take on it was.
I was set up.
You might-
Aphrodite is working on a short story for an anthology. Nice.
I have to
CB
watch
asked what the anthology theme was, and Aphrodite said gods and goddesses with twist. Mine is the Greek mythology creation story, but done in the Old West. Ooh.
Nice.
Hello.
Christian got 49 words. Very nice. Well, I wrote over 400 words that sprint and have doubled the word count from the beginning of the day. I think that I'm done for the day. Time for bed for me. Awesome. Congrats and get some good sleep.
I look like Shrek. It's the Shrek.
Aphrodite thinks your Shrek buns are adorbs.
Thank you.
Well, if they're a Shrek, I think they'd be more side-facing.
True.
They remind me of an anime character. Which anime character? I don't remember at this moment, but I
think with the shirt, I think also gives off like cutesy.
Mhm.
This is my like Catholic schoolboy like vest and shirt combo. Every time I wear it, I'm like.
RP figured out what I wanted to work on and got about 20 words. Chibi Moon from season 5 of Sailor Moon. That's who it reminds me of. Yeah, you don't know her. It's fine. I got ready for bed and did a quick clean of my kitty litter. My cat's daily deposits stink. Very fair, but good on you being a good cat parent. Always ready for more vampires. Yeah.
My vampire lore is just like expanding. Oh my gosh. Like I had very little world building in my first draft. It's like they're vampires and they're out at night. And
they're vampires, they're nocturnal. We need no more.
I had born vampires and turned vampires.
I always like when there's a distinct difference between the two.
Yeah, that's cool.
Now I have like how the firstborn vampire was born, the soul cycle of the vampire, so that they're reincarnated, and like they're. So when a vampire that is a born vampire in my story dies, their soul will will form a chrysalis in the corpse's throat for 10 days, and then will emerge as a soul butterfly. And if you find the chrysalis and cut it out of the person and drop your blood through it, you form a bond with it. And so you can use it to like scout things and communicate with it. So like it's just expanding all crazy.
Yeah. I'm here for it.
I look greatly for it. You've got Aphrodite all excited.
What?
Yeah, I found the magnets from visiting Sam.
Good. Never lose them. I wrote 600 words earlier today for my debut whip. Didn't get anything done last sprint because of some back pain that kicked in like an hour ago. So we'll see how the rest goes. Well, if all you got work done today, and if all you need to do now is just rest and enjoy the chaos while it's here, and then just do whatever you're doing during sprints. It is what it is. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. Oh my. That sounds so cool. It does. I am very excited for Laura's thing. By the way, this is Chibi.
Yep.
See the bangs and the only thing is yours aren't heart shaped, but
I mean,
they're vaguely.
That would be heart shaped. You just pulled up. I could if I had I could.
I was just saying that's what it reminded me of. And like even look at her shirt and then look at your shirt. So yeah, Chibi Moon. Season Crystal's releasing 5, by the way, CB, which means, miss, I just binged 2 Trigun series in a weekend. Catch up!
It's different from when I have to do something or like I should do something.
I know.
And then I should be doing something else. And then it's so much easier to do something,
I know, but you need to. I'm going to have to tie you down. And
my guilty pleasure binges. Yeah. The live action Rurouni Kenshin movies.
Oh yeah, those are fun.
So good.
It's
There's
okay.
5 of them now.
All right, CB, what we'll do is if you finish the season of Sailor Moon you're on, I'll promise to binge any show with you that you want. You just get to pick. But you have to catch up on.
Chooses like Supernatural for all the 15 seasons. I've trapped you now.
I mean, that's fine. I like Supernatural.
We're doing it in one sitting.
But we'll have to exchange a season for a season.
I would win that one. There are a lot more seasons of Supernatural than there is of Sailor Moon.
No, we'd finish the season of Sailor Moon, then a season of Supernatural, then a season of Sailor Moon.
Choose The Simpsons.
I don't want to watch The Simpsons though.
But there's a bajillion seasons.
I know. But then that would be like punishing myself too. But Sam,
Hey,
whatever
look,
I would want to watch, I'd be like, hey, do you want to watch this together? And you'd be like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, but that's not the point.
No,
The point is now it's a reward.
It's like a reward. Okay.
Quiet you. I know I've seen all but the last season of Supernatural. That's not the point. The point is watching it
calling
together.
me. Oh my gosh. Stupid house phone. It's the buzz code to get into the building.
Mm.
I'm not getting a package at 9:14 at night. I know this.
Also love how Story's world building just keeps growing. Also love the vampires. In a future story, my vampires are more like zombie vampires. Funny enough, that actually means that they're more like the original origin of vampires, which I have done an entire Let's Talk with Jess and CB on. If you want to look for that stream on my channel. It's fun, very informative.
Someone was like giving me like the I know more than it was in my monsters class. One of the other kids was like, I know more about vampires than you, and I'm like, I don't think you do. They're like,
you just,
I'm like, I but
you just opened your phone and go to the 3-hour stream and be like, just watch this.
Yeah,
like, I bet you don't.
So I have like all of these on my wall, right? And then it's like My Hero Academia is around this corner, and directly in front of me is a picture of Deku and like Kirishima in suits. Like it's fan art. But for some reason, Kirishima's doing this. And I'm like, and I think it's supposed to be like, haha, I'm laughing. But it just looks like he's like gnawing on his finger, which brings me joy. Also, my friends think I'm obsessed with sharks. For a couple of reasons. Because I have 2 mugs with Kirishima, like dressed as a shark and holding sharks, right?
That's a Kiri thing. I mean, not
and then my grandmother got me this bracelet that has a little shark on it, and I wear it a lot because it's comfortable.
It's cute.
And cute, yeah. And so, but now my friends are like convinced I love sharks. Like we'll be in Walmart and they'll be like, a shark, and I'm like, look, CB, a shark, and I'm like, cool. And they're like, no, but you like shark. It's a shark. And I'm like, sharks. So
you're like, it's not a cat. What?
So I'm like, sure. Like, I don't have anything against sharks. I think.
Have you seen a whirl shark before?
No, I haven't.
Are they
cute?
terrifying?
Oh.
Their lower jaw is literally like a chainsaw spiral with the teeth out.
That's kind of cool.
They're pretty cool.
He being like, let's bet on that.
Yeah.
So
apparently
we were having a very fun conversation about Avatar.
Yes. So for my episode, I'm really excited about it. Also, after I like got my idea for the episode, I was I was in the mood for the I was
mooning the
Avatar again. So I put up some nifty little fan fiction, right? And I start looking through the fan fiction, and I'm reading like the summary of something, and it's like Zuko's in a cell. I think he's in like the Earth Kingdom or something, and there's like a prisoner in the next cell over, and then like, but he's like joking, fun, and real. And I'm like, that's like in my episode, Sokka's in a cell on a pirate ship, and plots with the person in the next cell over to escape, and then during the escape he's like, shit, it's Zuko. Like, that's my episode. But I really want to read this fan fiction now, but I can't until I'm finished my episode, so I don't like copy it.
Yeah.
But it's like I gotta finish my episode so I can read this fanfic, and it's like a long fanfic.
It's your
It's like,
reward.
I'm really excited for it, but I'm like, I gotta write my episode first.
Do it.
There was one that I was reading. It's so long. I never finished it. But the monarchy of the Fire Nation are part dragon. So, like, it's like super in detail on all the world building. Like, they dive even more into the cultures that each bending nation and stuff are built around. And so, oh my gosh, like you can't cut Zuko's nails. They have to be like flint-stoned shorter because they're dragon claws. Like, it was like, what is this? And it just exploded in building, and it was so cool. It's just
that sounds fun.
I love fanfic so much. I've gotten my dad, he just visited me this weekend, but and it reminded me of it. My dad used to be like, "Oh, fan fiction, like the lowest form of writing possible." And through my growing love of fan fiction, that I've only liked I've only been in fan fiction for like 2 years, like a year and a half even. But I talk to him about it a lot, right? And it's like exposure therapy, where I've like talked to him about stuff and got him excited, and then like, haha, it's fanfic, and he's like,
how dare you?
Yeah. And I like, or like the comics are like the Korean, like I forget,
light novels.
Yeah, or no, the Korean comics.
Oh, like, manhwa.
Yeah, I'll read those and I'll tell him the plot of one of them because I read a lot of like martial arts and reincarnation and like action ones, and he'll be like really excited, and I'll be like, yeah, it's a comic, and he'll be like, the one on your phone? And I'm like, yeah, the one on my phone. Which is funny because like he's a comic guy, like he, you know, reads DC and Marvel and all that, like, but he's always been like, which is because it's on my phone, he's like, but I'm just like exposing to him and just pulling him over slowly, and he's like grown like used to it and stuff, and I can talk to him about fan fiction now, and he won't be like look uncomfortable, he'll actually be interested, and I'm like, haha, I'm winning.
My youngest is somehow a book snob at the moment. She'd be like, I want a real book. And I'm like, you can check out an ebook on your phone with Libby. And she's like, no, Mom, I want a real book. And I'm like, they're not fake just because they're digital.
I have this weird thing. I want to know if anyone else gets it. But it's so hard to commit to like an actual book. Like, it'll be so much easier to commit to reading like 500,000 word fan fiction than reading like a 70,000 word published novel.
I think it's a similar thing for like if you're trying to curb your spending habit, you should carry cash and not your card, because when you have the cash physically in your wallet and you're seeing it diminish, you are, in general, people are more conscientious of what they're spending because they see it and it's physical. Whereas if it's on their card, it's just a number that's dwindling, and they don't necessarily conceptualize in that moment. There's actually people who go to anime conventions who will purposely use their cards so they don't think about how much they're spending until they do it later.
Later.
Yeah, that is genuinely what some of them say. They'll be like, oh, I've spent so much today. That's for me and my bank to figure out later. And I'm like,
that's future me's problem.
You do you. But yeah, so with a book, it might be the same, where it's like, okay, you're holding the 500-page novel in your hand, and you're like, that's a thick bitch. I don't know if I want to commit to that. Whereas you're just looking at it on a computer, and it's the same number of words, but the conceptualization is different.
Even like published stuff, like ebooks that I get from the library, I will feel like it's still on my phone, but it's just so much. I think it's the scrolly bar maybe at the bottom where I'm like
the progress bar.
Yeah. It's also, I think, sorry, I'm struggling to speak. Part of it is I don't feel bad when I just nope out of a fanfic. I'm like, this is not this is not vibing. I'm not here for it. Or like I don't like something and I can just, go back to the search results and do something else.
Your
Very simple.
DNF willpower for fan fictions is stronger than your DNF
Yeah.
for books.
I think I found the story.
Oh my god, send it to me.
It's called Embers.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's on AO3. I read it on fanfiction.net.
I don't know how to use fanfiction.
I'll have to look.
The generation difference.
One of my friends knew how to use AO3, and I'm like, guys, it's so straightforward.
So
It's fine. If
here's-
Laura just sends you the link, just follow the link. It's also straightforward.
Here's the synopsis. Dragon's fire is not so easily extinguished. When Zuko rediscovers a lost firebending technique, shifting flames can shift the world. So it was really good. But it is 758,000 words.
I like you can't
See.
read like a 20,000 thing, or like I can't read a 5,000 word like essay for class. Oh, Storm.
Oh,
But I
that's
can read
different
like-
though. That's not pleasure
Come
reading.
over here.
Hold on real quick, catching up on chat. Isabella said Zuko has the best redemption arc of all time, and no one can tell me otherwise. It is a great redemption arc.
It's a great redemption.
There's a book or Tina says there's a book from one of my fave authors that seems to be like the Aztec version of my WEP AFO, and I am so excited to finish the outline so I can read it. Ooh. It's been, Aphrodite says, it's been so long since I read fan fiction, and I used to love it. Same, girl. Like,
I read it a lot.
excuse me.
This is Storm. Yay. I weighed her today and she's 15 pounds.
It hasn't popped up yet, but Laura, Isabella wants to know who the author is. Just send it to me and I will link it in chat.
Vathara. Vathara. I was looking up in my fanfiction.net app, so now I'm looking it up on the website.
I guess you could, there was like, for books, there was the same like sorting method that they do with
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, I was explaining the sorting method of AO3 to my dad and brother, and they're like, yeah, they should have this for books. And I'm like,
They have it on Manta for
Yeah.
comics. I'm like, why can't this be on all of my other reading apps?
Like, I
This
want
would
to be able to
great.
filter stuff out, like multiple tags. I like can choose word counts.
To justify all the Easter chocolate, I'm going to make a salad. That's fair. See, like some of the reading tags on Manta, that's Libby. That's not going to help me.
Yeah, no, Monta has like enemies to lovers and stuff like that, which is fun.
Yes, but I'm going to read some of the other
It
ones
is on
if I can find
AO3.
them.
I found it.
Yay!
Because Monta's reading tags crack me the fuck up sometimes. Oh yeah, like this one. Romance, fantasy, overcoming the odds, slow burn, royalty, secret identity, coming of age, secret, bad boy, tragic, love triangle, kingdom. I'm like, bad boy. Cue the cicada song. Be my bad boy, be my man, be my weekend lover. And then I look in bad boy.
The fact that I've only been reading fanfic for a year and a half. I think so. Yeah, I started on a Thanksgiving break, not this year's Thanksgiving break, last year's Thanksgiving break. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I started before I had a smartphone. And so when I would babysit, I would print it on paper. And
Oh my gosh, I would
staple it
print.
and
I would print
put it in my
too.
jacket and read it while the kids were sleeping.
I support that. You know what? Fuck yeah.
That's how I
used
read
to
my
have it in a
Full
binder.
Alchemist Brotherhood fanfic.
I love Full Alchemist Brotherhood.
Laura, my friends and I used to print them out. Like my friends specifically would buy like small binders in bulk, and we would print out the fan fictions and put them in the small binders, and then just share them around with each other.
That's great. I love that for you guys.
Yep.
I do that for I mean my version of that's downloading it onto the Books app on my phone.
Isabella said, "Note to self: create app to sort like manga and fan fiction."
Yeah.
Yes, that would look, Isabella. If I had more money, I'd give you seed money to make this app for me.
Isabella, do you make apps or is it just a
Is it just a
idea?
yeah? Is it just a this is a fake silly thing?
Or...
So I clicked the bad boy tag because I had to know. And let's
Mhm.
see, read that one. Haven't read that one, but it's on. I clicked on it. It's on my TBR. Read that one. Have that one on my TBR. Oh wait, I've never heard of on my TBR. Never mind. Read that one. Read that one. Read that one and that one and that one. Did I read you? I am reading that one. I'm catching up on it. That's on my TBR.
I posted it in the Discord.
Okay. That is.
Was it the right Discord? Yes, it was. Okay.
Like, I'm sure absolutely nobody is surprised that I've read so many in the bad boy tag. Also, another thing that I like that Manta does is they sometimes get the copyright for the light novels that some of their comics are based off of, and then they also post those on the app. And when you're reading the comic, they'll be like, hey, if you really enjoy the comic, here's the web novel. And I'll be like, if I had time to read novels, but that's why I'm reading the comic. But like the novel's so much farther than the comic, and I'm like, sometimes.
Yep, it's been a year and a half. Sorry, I was being.
You're good.
doubted.
You got hyper focused on a fact. It's fine. We've all been there.
Yeah. No, because I started my hero, like a little over a year and a half ago, and that's what made me try fan fiction for the first time.
I told Chris I'm like, I'm gonna work MomoCon so that I can and then I will buy the children's suitcases for the trip. And I was like, and our other child, Tears of the Kingdom. And he was like, oh, and I'm like, yes, we've got her addicted. I've got to feel the addiction. Unless Sharon owns it by then. What? Nothing.
I think the first fan fiction I read was Harry Potter fan fiction.
Mine was Yu Yu Hakusho. It was a lemon. I didn't know what lemon was at the time. I was like 11.
I don't know what the first fanfic I read was. But I was like an adult when I started reading. I was an adult when I started reading fanfiction.
I read my first manga in high school. And it was pre-tier, which is Snow White and the Seven Cute Boys.
Yes.
Save the life force from her evil stepmother. Yeah, they hold hands and transform. So she has to merge with the boys one at a time.
Like, it's wild. Tina said, I keep my fanfic on an e-reader. I take to bed every night so I avoid my phone too late into the night. Fair.
Probably do that.
5 a.m.
Is Goodreads still a thing? You know, Amy, I don't know because I never used it.
It is.
I tried, and then me and it just I'll still review books on there every now and then.
I support you, Isabella. Get those skills so you can make that app.
Yes. We look forward to your journey, and we're here to support it. It is, but personally, I prefer Storygraph. Again, Storygraph is a thing. I'm just bad with reading apps, but it could also just be because I don't. If there was a reading app to keep track of all the webtoons I read, I could probably use that one.
Another app idea.
Yes, if anybody would like to make Storygraph, but for Manta and webtoon specifically.
So you know how you don't have an Apple phone, so you don't know. I don't know if you do, Laura. But yes. On like my phone, I have a TV, which is the Apple TV app. And so it connects to all of the different like streaming platforms that my family has. And so I can go on Apple TV and see everything I've watched and have access to like when I wanted to watch Trigun, I didn't know where it was available. So I pulled up that app, typed in Trigun, and it was like, hey, yeah, you have an app which has access to this. Just go open up Hulu. or it'll like take me to Hulu and stuff like that. So if there was an app like that for books that can, or like webtoons as well, that would be effective. It was like, you own this on Amazon, or this is on Amazon.
Especially if the webtoon or if the webcomic has a title that's very similar to like a shit ton of other ones, but the artist has changed the thumbnail on me. So I'm like, what is this? I've never heard of this before. Clicks it. I read this entire fucking thing. And then I have to like read the synopsis and I go, yes, okay. Okay, I remember you now.
See, okay, so fanfics.
I don't care if their art has improved and they're updating their thumbnails to reflect this. Don't change things, I forget.
So on AO3, they have like the title will like change color if I've already clicked on it, right?
Yeah.
But it keeps resetting for some reason. And so I'll open up like AO3 and I'll be like, or I want to go back like, oh, I'm in the mood for like My Hero again. So I'll open it up, like, you know, put all my tags I usually like. And then I'll be like, I've read this. I've read that. I've read that multiple times. And I'll be deep within and I'm like on page whatever. And I'm like, oh yes, this is amazing.
I would like everybody to know that I went to go get our timer. And Edward Elric was sitting and I don't.
That's my current hair goal, is to grow out my hair. So I have the bangs. I just need the rest to be long and luscious.
I was just like, why am I being pointed at? And it's all like, I guess it's anime quiz. Who are you? And I'm so tempted.
Click on it.
Take it live.
I want to know who you are.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Okay, here we go. This is what we're doing.
Very intense eyes.
I know, right? We're gonna shrink you so we can actually. Okay. Yes, start, please. Thank you. All
the ads have to load in, so they get the full effect.
Go away. Okay. What is your biggest fear? Defeat
lameness.
Lameness.
Drowning.
I like the drowning.
I really want to put dishonor for the Mulan. I'm actually not afraid of drowning because I've already almost drowned 3 times in my life. So at this point, it's just like meh.
But like, I've definitely watched an anime where that was like a character's mom died by drowning, or maybe I read a comic or something like that. I don't know, but he was afraid of drowning.
Oh my gosh, I want to watch Suzume so bad.
I'm going with dishonor. Fuck it.
That's valid. You're gonna be Zuko.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Storm. Oh, where'd you go?
Okay,
Is
what's
there
the
a question?
Oh, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? It's all the way up here in the second grade. Whoever made the graphics for this don't like me.
No.
All right, so if I could only eat one food forever, what would it be?
Breadcrumbs.
My freshman year roommate made ramen like multiple times a day, every single day, and now I can barely stand the smell of like the make yourself ramen. I can eat like nice ramen at a restaurant, but like the one in the red packaging.
I'm gonna pick. It's between these two because meat and beans. It's very vague. I can have so many different kinds.
Yeah.
Go with beans.
I feel like beans.
Because like in an apocalyptic world, I could grow beans easier.
You're like, okay, if I can only eat one thing for the rest of my life, and then the world
blue does not exist. Like,
why is there no blue? They have
why
orange,
is there no
but
blue?
no
Literally,
blue.
one of the most. I guess I'm going green.
I like red.
You have spare time. What do you feel like doing? Rock climbing.
Blowing stuff up. I want to blow stuff up. Being alone. Oh. I mean, valid.
Looks like there's nothing artsy to choose.
What'd you click? Oh, Sam, you froze. Oh,
Right?
eating.
Eating. Okay.
Yeah, eating.
What is your
What
dream
would
job?
be your dream job? Martial arts
High school.
trainer, martial arts
High school
trainer,
teacher.
cosplayer, pizza delivery driver,
Special ops.
operative, fisherman. I mean,
I like the fisherman
none of
option.
these. But I suppose, yeah, I like that it is an option. Let's go martial arts trainer.
That's cool.
Hello, yes, may I help you?
How would your friends describe you?
How would your friends describe you? All right, y'all. How would you describe me? Clueless, introverted. It's that one. Modest, definitely that one. Immature, eccentric, or dependable.
Dependable.
Yeah.
Do you want something? I don't think I'd be
What?
dependable.
You mean I'm not modest? How dare you?
I know. How dare us?
Fox says if you hadn't picked eating, I would have been forced to take down your stream for lying.
Hi. What do you want?
If someone insults you, your reaction is confusion, sides of witty comeback, anger, laughter, retaliation.
Dismantling their life.
I think it depends on what the insult is.
Yeah.
I think usually it's a witty comeback.
Hi.
Would you want to be a cyborg? Will it get rid of my migraines?
Yeah.
We're gonna say maybe.
I would be okay with like an
If
arm
it
like
would-
Edward Elric. Like I'd be up for that. As long as it was already my like problematic arm, the one that hurts sometimes because of the broken bones. I wouldn't want to give up my good arm.
You more of a leader or a follower?
A leader.
Follower. I follow one person only. I want to be a leader someday. I do my own thing. I want to be in charge, both as necessary. It's that one. Though Fox will probably disagree. Don't take the stream down. Are emotions a huge obstacle for you? In what way? No, sometimes. I have few emotions. Other people's emotions are the problem. There's another challenge. No way. I'm gonna say it's this one. My emotions are fine. Other people. What's the key to success in life? Discipline, training, confidence, experience, explosions, goal setting.
The systematic destabilization of your enemies.
That's not an option, sadly. I'm going to say confidence.
If it at the end is like, you have to sign up for emails to get your results, I'm going to be pissed.
I will be so upset. How do you defeat your enemies?
Wait,
Ice cold
chat
resolve
to say
and
what
skill.
anime character they think you are before we get the results.
Chat, you can go ahead and put your options in. Ice cold. What was the question? How do I defeat my enemies? Ice cold resolve and skill. Strength in numbers. Empowering others to fight. Blasting them to smithereens. Overwhelming strength. Resilience.
Seems to be a explosion themed answer for almost all of these.
Google is in here somewhere.
I hope so. I would blast the smithereens. I feel like that would be easiest. Boom.
If you could have only one of the following special abilities, which one would you choose? Ice powers, explosion, magic. Bakugo's gotta be in there.
Yeah.
I want to put immortality, but I'm like, immortality?
But is it immortality in the Deadpool sense where you heal? Or like if you lose your arm, you just don't have arm anymore? Like, because fuck that.
It doesn't say invincibility. It doesn't say invincibility. It says immortality. So
that's
I just
different. Like
forever.
If it's the immortality I'm talking about, I would lose my arm, but it would come back eventually. I would just have to grow it again, and it would like still hurt, but like I could get it back.
I'll take whatever I can get. On a scale of 1 to 10, how stubborn are you? I don't actually think it's a 10. But it's definitely
7.
above 5.
7 or 8.
I was thinking 7, but I also have a bias for 7. We're going to go 7.
Let's go 7. There's so many ads, which is making your like everything's like lagging and stuff. At least mine.
I know. What is your favorite mythical creature? Centaur, angel, demon, kitsune, ghost, dragon.
Dragon.
Use dragon.
Fuck you.
Dragon. Rock the dragon. Dragon Ball
Dragon
Z.
Ball Z.
7. Fox told me to fuck off. Stubborn. The explosions option will definitely bring up Bakugo, right? Do you like ninjas? Again, in what sense? Samurai are more interesting. That's not fair. They're awesome. I don't know any.
I don't know any.
I don't know any ninjas.
I know some ninjas.
It's not wrong.
What city has the ninja parade where they block off the street and the ninjas are so fast you can't even see them?
I don't know. That sounds cool though.
It's literally they block off a street so that people can pretend to see ninjas on those
there's
roofs.
a city that does that.
Wow.
The quiz may be over. It's not loading. Let me go to the next one.
I just want an answer.
You may also like plant bananas all over your garden. Look what happens 7 days. Your alarm goes off, but you're still tired. What do you do?
Go back to
Well,
sleep.
sleep through it. I don't have an alarm clock. Get up and move on. Ignore it. Hit the snooze button. Break the darn thing. I get up and do what I gotta do. I had an alarm for a reason. Now I have cats.
When I like on the weekends when I don't
Where's
have to
my
get up
ad
anytime, I
blocker
still
when I
set an
need it?
alarm. I'll sleep like half of the afternoon.
What's the best way to travel?
Dimensional portal.
Running, flying, sailing. Yeah. 100% dimensional portals. Yes. May I help you? If you
Oh my
saw
God,
a
there's
cat
so many
stuck in a tree, what would you do? Is it Artemis? I might leave her there. Climb up to it, fly up to it, reach for it, nothing. Blow up the tree, lure it down with a tree.
Bakugo wouldn't do that.
I
He
don't
uses
feel like he would blow
explosions
up
to
the
go
tree
up and then
with a cat.
scare off the cat by accident. Because explosions.
Yes. Sure. No. I know there's so many ads.
How many questions are there? Holy
Yeah.
cow.
I was thinking this was going to be like a 10-question quiz.
I'm hoping it's 20.
How many questions have we answered?
I wasn't counting.
Me neither.
We're on 19 according to this. Well, usually in quizzes, if you look up in the URL, it'll tell you what question you're on.
Okay.
We're on 20. How would you describe your friend group? A motley crew of diverse talents, a solid group of longtime pals, a party of dorks, mostly dead people. How is that not inaccurate? Strange. I'm so torn. I should put a motley crew of diverse talent, but I really want to put mostly dead people.
No.
How
Okay,
dare.
so good.
If I have to start over, no. Well, we're going mostly dead people, and if it continues, we're gonna do the sprint, and then we'll finish this after.
Okay.
Because this is already getting far longer than I anticipated.
Yeah. Come
I
on,
was
give
hoping
us
it was
an
like a
answer.
10-question BuzzFeed quiz.
Motherfucker.
Oh my gosh.
Is it like 50 questions or something?
I don't know. It didn't say. But
Yeah, they should during the sprint.
Brock, you can stare at me because of this all you want, but it was requested, so I give the
Yep.
people what they ask for.
Does Fox not appreciate our anime quiz?
No, there are certain forms of entertainment that he does not think are basically proper content. They're like cheap low form thingies. These are not his words, these are how I interpret his feelings.
Mm-hmm.
So
Isabella just calling out Bakugo for exploding something.
he's also still mad about the 7 thing. He said 7 is so offensively wrong. I
it shouldn't
put
be
7 as opposed to anything higher because I'm actually quite flexible about a lot of things. It's just what I am stubborn about. I am like a 10, which is why I put 7.
That's valid.
All right. Are we ready for our second sprint?
Yeah.
So ready.
Yes, you can have ice cream.
I'm gonna get ice cream too.
Yeah, everybody go get ice cream.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. Hello, we're back. How did everybody do that sprint?
Good. I was writing.
I wasn't. I had ice cream, and I just finished my ice cream like 5 minutes ago.
Fair. That's reasonable. I have 2 more sections. 2 more. And then I'm done. But I stared here because there's 2 entire other articles about wolf hunting and wolf hunting with dogs, and I'm like, I don't think I need to read those. So I just briefly looked over them, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't need these for what I'm doing. It's fine. So let's go to chart. Going up. Tina said CB RSS feeds are kind of what you want, but more for keeping track of what you've already read. Then Tina linked to this, which she said is a great guide on how to do it.
She sent me a link.
Yes. I keep meaning to set it up, but I keep forgetting. OCB AO3 has a Chrome/Firefox extension where you can bookmark and story what you read. And then another thingy. Tina thinks I will get Sailor Mars. We'll find out. The explosion options will definitely bring up Bakugo. Bakugo would explode one of the branches and catch the cat. Possibly. I could see him having that much precision. Hello.
Okay.
Oh yes, I also linked the quiz for anybody else who wants to sift through all the ads.
Mm-hmm.
And I went and how I did it was I just put the URL in, and then I put the number 50, and there was no page, and then I just procedurally went down in number of 5s.
That's good.
So we're on question 20 out of 30.
Okay.
Nice.
Spent the time reading a Bakugo Kirishima fanfic.
Valued. Which one? What was it about? Tell me.
CV needs a link.
You do?
338 words this time. Most I've wrote in months. Nice.
That's awesome.
Actually, Isabella, you're in the Discord. You could link it in the reading chat and just tag CV.
You should do that.
If you need help finding the reading chat, let me know. I'll go ahead and finish that quiz because we're already 2/3 of the way there. Then we can move on with our lives.
I think there are 3 colors in my hair. In some portions of my hair, there's the orange section, and then there's a stripe of gold, and then there's my natural. Which would make sense. My hair's
What do you think of heroes? This feels targeted. I'm not sure. Anyone can be a hero. They're cool, but I don't want to be one. I dream of being a hero. I don't think about them. They're definitely lame.
Oof, they're definitely lame.
I can't say I don't think about them. I think about them far too much, especially if I just watched a superhero movie. I'll do this one.
I wish I could be a superhero. I kind of want to take the quiz now.
Well, I linked it.
I know, but you're taking the quiz now.
I know, so many questions. What best describes your sense of varied? Back. Everything went away for a moment.
Oh, yes.
Hello?
It did. Hi.
You're back.
Okay. Woohoo! Fox, how would you describe my clothing style? Which, funny enough, so I went to the gym today and I wore these very bright butterfly shorts and a black tank top with my athletic shoes. And then we left, and in the truck, I changed into a leopard print skirt and a pair of leather boots for the lunch date, but still kept the black tank top because, of course. So, okay, let's see what.
Let's see if I can finish the quiz before you.
There's truly no. That's fair. I feel called out, but maybe. If you won an award, what would it be for? Best adventurer, best friend, best magician, best young achiever, best prankster, best fighter. I don't know.
Adventure. That implies you get to be an adventurer.
Unless you're Gilderoy Lockhart and steal other people's memories of adventures. Or stories of adventures.
I'm gonna go with friend.
That's good.
I try to stick semi-close to my core. How confident are you in your ability to make wise decisions? I'm pretty confident. Trust. I do what I, but the most part.
I don't know what you just said.
That is fair.
That.
Probably accurate than just saying I do what I want. I said I do what I want. What is your favorite weapon? Bow staff. Oh, but fist is also.
Oh, bow staff. I heard boasting.
That's not wrong either. Have you ever fallen in love?
Yeah.
Oh,
you're only married.
Yes, I'm married. Have a child. Well, I guess the other two don't exist. It's Halloween. What are you going to dress up as? Martial arts champion, a marine, a mage, a kunoichi, a lost spirit, a witch. I've dressed up as a witch so many years. If you were an ice cream flavor, which flavor would you be? Laura, what flavor of ice cream do you think I would eat?
I like banana fudge for you.
Banana fudge is our closest.
Yeah.
Okay, I too like banana fudge. Yeah, your brother's upstairs. Yeah, your brother. What do you value most in life?
Wait, what would I do? I just got to that question.
Death most in
life. What ice cream flavor would I be?
Orange sherbet.
Okay, I'll take it.
Fox also said I was banana fudge, so it's a general consensus I'm banana fudge. What would you die to defend?
Death.
My friends.
I finished the quiz.
I would die to defend death. Well, you aren't streaming StreamYard now, are you?
No,
I'm Monkey D. Luffy.
At least you didn't.
I got Naruto.
So much. You're so much like the adventurous rubber man and meat-loving captain of the Straw Hat. Pirates who would rather die than give up on his dreams. Stay true to yourself.
I got Naruto. You better believe it. To become the Hokage, it takes more than eating instant ramen, which isn't that hard for you to accomplish. Thankfully, you've got those shadow clones right, which doesn't match any of the answers I said, mind you. Not the.
It's also funny they point out ramen when that was specifically the one thing you're like, I can't with the smell anymore.
And then I didn't pick clones because that was like the worst power on there, in my opinion.
Oh, RP got 338 words. I don't remember if I said this earlier, but awesome. The fanfic is a lot spicy, only on chapter 3 of 15. So if you're okay with that, I'll tag you on the Discord.
I can handle spicy, yes.
On the Discord, do put spice warning and rate it with jalapeno pepper emojis. Just so anybody else who clicks the link knows.
So after I finished Vash, no, not Vash the Stampede, that's his fucking name. After I finished Trigun Stampede, I looked up fanfiction, and like 9, like out of like the first page, like 20 fanfictions, about 18 were just smut, like just porn, and then the other 2 were like hurt comfort, and that was it. And I'm like, That's not surprised, but also, oh my god. Like, I didn't put in any filters, whatever. And then I did go back and filter out the incest because thanks.
Laura uploaded the 20-minute Pet Stuff author tube timer on the day that I had to pack and prepare for the con, and then I was gone all weekend, so I just saw it that it exists. So that will be our final sprint timer of the night.
But so I put in, like, I wanted something with actual, you know, alternate universe canon divergence, which is my shit. So it took a while. I don't know where I was going with this, but yeah, oh yeah, there's so much smut. Just only smut though. Which is, there's like a lot of it usually, but it was surprising the amount versus, like, you know, other stuff.
I'm sorry.
I'm taking the quiz now.
I'm not sad about it. I was just surprised. Did not see it coming.
Laura's like, I'm ignoring all of you now. It's my turn, bitches.
On question number 17.
You can do it, Laura.
We believe in you. We will judge your answer.
Chat, if anybody else takes it, you can let me know what you got in the chat if you want.
I kind of wanted to go Bakugo. I did select blowing some stuff up for different things.
Just open an incognito tab and do all the explosion options and see who it is. Do it. I would do it, but we saw what it does to my computer because I'm also streaming StreamYard. So
yeah, I'm doing it on my phone. All right, which one of these is closest to Bakugo's greatest fear? Would be defeat or failure? Lameness? Vulnerability.
It definitely lameness.
Okay. All right. He would only eat.
So everybody, while they're taking the quiz, I shall entertain you with I had convention stories, but now that I was about to entertain you with them, they are gone. I had so many different conversations with people. One of the things I found out is which I'm just gonna go on record. I don't really like Berserk for multiple reasons, but I understand that it has a huge fan following and that a lot of people do like Berserk. So I'm always amicable and everything. I'm amicable when I I'm amicable when I talk to like anybody about the, like, you know, anime that they enjoy, because I'm not there to rain on parades. But this also means that I learn a lot about animes that I don't like that I wouldn't have known otherwise. And that can be fascinating. Like, the creator of Berserk died. I already knew that. And our Berserk hardcover editions are 3-in-1 volumes. And there were like 42 Berserk singles out. And so now all of the singles, the hardcovers have caught up, right? Well, his best friend and some of their colleagues are actually going to finish the Berserk series based on like how he wanted it to finish in his notes. And I thought that was super sweet.
Yeah.
I thought that was really nice. And the fans who keep up with it and stuff, they were like, yeah, and they've already started releasing some of the new chapters. And they're like, the art style is super close, which, bitch, I don't know if y'all seen the art style, but that is one detailed as fuck comic art style. I will not be putting it on my stream, but you can Google it. That's one detailed as shit art style. And so they're like, the new one is, you know, very close to it. And they're like, the storytelling and everything is, you know, really good. The only noticeable difference that they said is the pacing, which I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. Because basically, you know, what the new team is doing is they're just doing his outline. His cliff notes. So they're not going to, you know, embellish or add on to things that like he would have done himself, because they're trying to stay true to what he had wanted and stuff. So, but still, I was like, I thought that was cool. If I suddenly died before finishing my series and had left enough of an outline and stuff that somebody could feasibly publish my cliff notes, I'm like, that would be awesome. So I just thought that was cute.
I got my quiz answer.
Okay, who's your quiz answer?
Rukia Kuchiki. Like you, Rukia is cool, collected, modest, and socially awkward. But when you have a job to do, it's all right to fake it till you make it.
From what?
Bleach.
Yeah, Bleach.
Is that the main? No,
No,
no, it's
The
the
girl.
lady.
it's the lead
Short
female.
black hair.
Ah, yes. I watched a lot of that show.
Obsessed with rabbits and cute things.
Also, her voice is the new Luna. And Ichigo is Artemis. That's always weird to listen to.
Hi.
Ty is also taking the quiz.
For Bakugo's quiz, what should I answer? Have you ever fallen in love? I kind of want to only once.
Fox said I would finish your novel. You've seen how I wrote one of your chapters. I could do it. You would finish my novel in a very entertaining fashion, if not necessarily the vision I would have had.
I could finish your novel because everyone always thinks that.
Apparently,
I'm
CV, if I die, CV should be my ghostwriter.
You can finish my novel if I die.
Yes. So that's our pact right now, CB. We have to leave enough of an outline or notes.
Yeah. For each other to finish our novels.
Yes.
Yay, see, chat agrees. I didn't get it, Bakugo! Damn it! I got Goku. I recognize him, but I don't actually know how to say his name.
Goku from Dragon Ball Z.
Yes.
Son Goku? Kakarot?
It just says Goku.
Oh, okay.
You're like the good-natured Saiyan warrior and defender of Earth who's always trained to be the strongest. Like Goku, your insatiable appetite for combat is only rivaled by your appetite for tasty food.
There.
I feel like I
Very
failed the
violent
quiz.
and
I
hungry.
wanted to get Bakugo.
It's probably the love one then.
CB's just
Because
gonna
he is
keep
married.
redoing it in incognito mode until she gets
I can
Bakugo.
just go backwards.
Yeah, see, even Isabella thinks you could finish my novel.
All right, what does Bakugo sing up for as Halloween?
What are our
What's the-
options again?
A lost spirit, a kunoichi?
Huh? Oh, a
Can you-
kunoichi?
Yeah, what is
That's
that?
the female ninja.
Okay, a witch, a marine, a martial arts champion, a mage.
Probably a martial arts champion.
That's what I put.
Blake
Ice cream
says
flavor.
CB give gender right now.
Thank you. Ice cream flavor, vanilla cherry, banana fudge, Neapolitan, orange sherbet, strawberry.
He's either orange sherbet or cherry.
Oh, I put strawberry, so I'll put orange sherbet. What do you value most in life? Death, friends, food, challenging myself, freedom, status.
Death or challenging myself.
No, I would put challenging myself for Bakugo, but the quiz creator probably put status.
I put challenging myself, but I'll put status this time.
See, when
Okay.
you're taking these quiz and you're trying to cheat on them, you have to
Mhm.
think what the quiz creator would put, which based on how they do certain answers, you can kind of understand their mindset for a
An
character.
improper grasp of the character.
Yes.
Okay. What would you die to defend? Nothing wrong with dying. My friends, my dreams, my personal items, my honor, my home. I put my friends, which is probably not what someone
No,
doesn't understand.
Bakugo, no.
He would die for his friends.
No, I mean the quiz person.
Yeah, I'm just like Sam.
No, they probably put his dreams. No, I know.
I know you know, but I was afraid that you didn't know, and I was wrong. I got him. I got Goku again.
CV's
Who's the
just
Which My
never
Hero
gonna be
character
able
are
to
you?
get him. She's just gonna go to. Yeah, maybe Bakugo's like not even in there.
I think he should be though.
I
How
do
old is
think
the
he should
quiz?
be.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that is a good question because
Well, if they're currently marketing it, I wouldn't think it would be that long.
or if the person who made it doesn't
No new generation.
if they
Yeah,
only know There's a couple reasons.
Oh,
why.
this one's really obvious of which characters which answer, or I know the characters better.
I was gonna ask everybody a question. Oh, so is anybody reading anything interesting?
I'm reading a fan fiction.
I bought a book that I
That
want
is
to read.
fair. Everybody has been talking about the fan fictions that they were reading. What book did you get, Laura?
Opium and Absinthe.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So it says New York City, 1899. Tilly Pembroke's sister lies dead, her body drained of blood with 2 puncture wounds on her neck. Bram Stoker's new novel, Dracula, has just been published, and Tilly's imagination leaps to the impossible. The murderer is a vampire. But it can't be, can it? A ravenous reader and researcher, Tilly has something of an addiction to truth, and she won't rest until she unravels the mystery of her sister's death. Unfortunately, Tilly is addicted to more than just truth. To ease the pain from a recent injury, she's taking more and more laudanum, and some of her immediate circle are more than happy to keep her well supplied. Tilly can't bring herself to believe that vampires exist, but with the hysteria surrounding her sister's death and the continued vampiric slayings and the opium swirling through her body, it's becoming increasingly difficult for a girl who relies on facts and figures to know what's real, or whether she can trust those closest to her. So, sounds interesting.
ORP wants to read that, but hasn't had time to.
Sounds really interesting.
Yes. I have
Oh,
a
my
friend.
manners. I could have good manners if I wanted to. I just choose not to most of the time. I feel like that's an answer.
I have a fun, cute story. So, before we go into our final sprint, so we took the kids into bookstores when they were younger and stuff. But they weren't really interested or anything, so we kind of stopped taking them into bookstores for a while because either Chris and I would just go to bookstores when we were on date nights, or we didn't go, just didn't go. But then, we bought this house and stuff, and I didn't have anywhere to put new books, so I sort of stopped buying new books for a while. But I brought my book tubs out of storage and stuff, and the kids are really into books now. Like we've got them hooked because we took them to the library a lot.
Yeah.
So today we took them to a bookstore for the first time in their memory, and they went so wild. They were like so happy. I mean, not like disruptive wild running down the street, but they were just like so enthusiastic and happy and stuff. And they saw so many things that they wanted. And I was like, I didn't get y'all anything at the convention, so go ahead. You've got $20. That's your budget today. Go find some books. And they did. And then they were taking pictures of books and stuff that they want. That they're either going to do savings goals or that they're going to send to people for birthdays and stuff. And it just made me so happy to see them so happy. We went to Books A Million specifically, and my daughter kept going, there's 1 million books in here. But then we left, she's like, I thought that Books A Million was going to be super fancy with super fancy books and paintings and stuff. And I'm like, were you disappointed? She's like, no, I like all the books. So,
yeah, that's my little brother was on a date the other day, and they were going to go putt-putt, or mini golf, but it didn't work out. And so he took us date to a Barnes & Noble, and my parents and me, when they found this out, were like, oh my God, so proud of him.
It's a great, and our Books A Million, we don't have any Barnes & Nobles in towns, unfortunately, but our Books A Million has a coffee shop in it now. And my daughter was just like, can we go get a coffee? And I'm like, it depends on the budget you spend. But so I love the idea of bookstore coffee dates. You get some books, and then you sit down and you can talk about the books.
100%.
And you can read them separately, and then at your next date you can go there and talk about
That's what I was just about to say.
See, you open yourself up for future dates. But all right, I am going to start our final timer of the night.
I need a quiz question answer from you guys.
Okay.
If other people had to describe you with one word, what would that word probably be? Analytical, supportive, weird, friendly, arrogant, distant. Really mean words.
Of those, it's either friendly or weird. So whichever one you take is more positive.
Laura, what do you think?
I agree with Sam. Leaning slightly more towards weird.
I'm gonna do weird. Alright. I'm good.
Okay.
You can
Do
start the
your
quiz.
homework.
I will
do
after
your
the quiz.
All right,
Depending on the answer.
No, do your homework. 3, 2, 1, go. This was a bad idea. I just want to pause and look at all the animals. And we're back. And that was an adorable timer.
Yay!
My laptop died as soon as I opened it, so I didn't actually work on any homework.
Sad.
It happens. How did... Oh, go ahead.
I had the stream up on it, so it would just power and went right through my battery when I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Starting it over on the couch. It's a big job.
I got
Yes, may I help you?
There's pause.
Mother, pay attention, Mother.
I had been holding her paw while I was reading, and then I needed to type some things. And ever since I took my hand away to type some things, she's been wanting my hand back. You know, most cats hate having their paw held.
Mm-hmm. All of
I'm
ours
talking to her,
will be
and
like,
she
"What
just
are
was
you
like that.
doing?" And you're like, "Shh, just let it happen." They're like, "No."
Okay, go on with what you were saying. I'm finishing up a bullet, and then I will be done with wolves.
Nothing. But I did a fake eyebrow slit in my eyebrow. It's not very good, but I've been thinking about getting an eyebrow slit for a few days. Doing an eyebrow, not getting one. I would do it to myself because my eyebrows grow fast, and I already fill them in anyways. So if I don't like it, I can just fill it in.
Draw it on.
Nice.
Yeah. Do you guys think I should get an eyebrow slit? Sam already said yes.
That just like a cut in the hair,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
it's
would
just
be
like a
right
line in the eyebrow.
like a scar.
here. Yeah, like a fake scar.
Yeah, nice. Could be fun.
Laura's voting. It was 3 for, and 0 against so far. I know if I asked my parents, that would be 2 against, but shh, we're not gonna tell them.
But it's one of those things where it's like it's an easy enough fix to cover up until it fixes itself, and it will inevitably fix itself. So it's like, why not live your life and experiment, have some fun? How are you gonna know if it works if you don't try
my
it?
entire eyebrows, because for my actual like color of my eyebrows, I only have like color in the middle, but the front and the backs are just blonde, so they don't really show up at all.
People, we have finished wolves with the research.
Yeah, the
And
leopards.
we may finally begin jaguars.
Jaguars.
Flies and tires and bears. Oh my!
Yeah, go ahead. Don't question why I'm saying jaguars to the kitty's face. Go now. This is between me and the kitty.
And chat and us.
Look,
Right.
her specific question was, why are you saying jaguars into the cat's face?
Trying to inspire the cat to become greater than they are.
Jaguar.
Tis your future.
Your ancestors were like this, and now you go.
Uh,
I have the
RP had also
Trigun
voted
theme
friendly.
playing in my head. I was like, what is that? And then I realized it was the opening theme from 98. 95? 98. 98.
In 98. There's a bookstore near me called $10 or Less Bookstore, and all of their books are donated. So every few weeks there are a bunch of new stuff. Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Also, I went through the quiz since CB had not been able to get the explosion character. I want to know who the explosion character was. It was Megumin from Konosuba.
I haven't seen it.
That's fine.
I don't know who that is.
Is it an older one?
Konosuba, not old, not what I think we would consider an older one.
Like 10 years
but
old?
not. I don't. It's hard. It might be getting there. Hold, let me see when Konosuba came out. Because Chris and I just watched it recently, but I know it's been around for a while. But it's like a parody of isekais. 2012, 2013 was the original.
10
run
years
for the
ago.
Manga. Mm-hmm.
God, so long. It's half my life ago.
Well, that's the manga. I'm checking when the anime came out. Okay, so the anime was 2015, so not long after the manga. But yeah.
Fun fact,
Excuse me.
totally unrelated. I have a My Hero game on my phone. I've never played it, but like 4 times a day, it sends me little messages that's like, you can do this, go fight some villains. And I just like that.
She keeps it for emotional support.
I do. Never played it.
Cole said, look at the babies. Yes, I did look at so many of them. This was what took me so long to finish my wolf. Hello. Hello. People got 106 new words.
Woo! Yay.
See, fun little experiment, CB.
All right, those 4 votes for. I practically have to do it at this point.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You would bring dishonor upon yourself if you didn't.
Yep.
And somebody at a convention had a shirt that said "Dishonor on your cow." It was just a black shirt with white letters that said "Dishonor on your cow," and yet it was one of my favorite shirts.
That's
at the
good.
convention. They also say Laura with a heart.
I love you, Anna.
Anna, I know I saw you on a stream, and I was like, I can finally put a face to Ent Hugger, and like I distinctly remember this happening, and yet I remember nothing else. But also, I have pre-con brain right now, so
Post-con.
Post-con?
whatever.
I mean, it is before another con. What that con is.
I will be in. Hopefully, I will be in Atlanta working MomoCon next month. So if anybody's in Atlanta and you're going to MomoCon, we give you 20% off of mangas and such.
How much are your Berserk hardbacks?
40 after discount. Their 50 goes to 40.
Nice.
So they're a pretty good deal. I could probably catch you a little bit of a better deal, but I kept forgetting because Junji Ito always gets a special section on my table, and I meant to just take a picture of it for you, just be like, look at the Junji section, it's so pretty. But I kept forgetting, or I would remember as because I'll tell you after the stream. We should wrap up the stream.
I have 15 of his volumes.
She is happy to be nebulous and unknown. This is equally okay. I'm glad that you're okay with it. That's really all I care, is that the other people are okay.
I believe their Twitch username is William Vape Spear.
All right. Go ahead and do your outros. Laura, you're in the hot seat.
I am Laura. I write horror. Please pre-order my book. It's on Ko-fi for signed paperback, on Amazon for ebook, and the actual date that it comes out is May 9th, so less than a month. Woot woot. And yeah, I will see you around the tubes. I am streaming Thursday.
Thursday at what time?
7 p.m. Eastern.
Cool. Are you going to be hosting a launch stream or anything for Tiny Shivers?
Yes. Something.
Details will be coming in the future. All right, CB.
I'm CB Ferrenz, fantasy author and screenwriting major. I'm currently on hiatus due to migraines, but I am working on a fun gay adventure novel that has dragons. I am here quite often, and if you want to keep up to date with all things CB, you can follow me down below. And I think I'm going to do my bracelet.
I'm writing Mom Smith at El Nasset. This is my channel where I talk about writer things, parent things, writer-parent things. I currently have the patron saint of the stream obsessed with me because she just realized that I came back home. She didn't see me sleeping in my room all day yesterday. On this channel, I host streams on Mondays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, where sometimes, the rest of this month at least, we are going to be doing writing sprints, but sometimes we have parties. I have one a quarter, and other times we have events like the Flash Fiction Free-for-All. It's a good time. Go check out my past lives and stuff. Have fun. If you like what was going on here and, you want to interact with me and sometimes my regulars a little more, you can sign up to my Ko-fi Ko-fi down below,
Give Sam money.
where my $1 tier membership lets you into the Sam's Realm, which is my Discord, where we will be having a monthly critique, not party, a monthly critique group, where we get to exchange about 1,000 words of our work and stuff, and it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. We're starting it next month. We also do like some work and chills, and we're planning some movie watch parties. Tina does her writing question of the day. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend. If you would like to read samples of my writing, go to my website, samanthaalnassett.com, where if you want to stay up to date with all things Sam, you can sign up to my newsletter. And yeah, that's everything. Thanks everybody for coming. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for watching on the replay. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.